to give you a very important message about how busting my ass, figuratively and physically, really gave me an aha moment. And it reminded me that the law of attraction is always working. Hey, everyone, it's Melissa Kirkpatrick, business coach, the person that you need to help you scale your life and business so that you can live your best life now and create it by design. I know that there are people out there who are thinking, why am I not further ahead? How come I've not done more? Why can't I make more money? Where's my clients? All of those questions is what I help you get in alignment with so that you can start using the law of attraction to your advantage and start creating the business and life that you love that's both profitable as well as the zone of genius that you want to live in so that you can live your best life now. So back to what I wanted to share with you today. I did bust my ass figuratively and physically. So when we talk about the figuratively part, when you're growing a business, you're an entrepreneur, you're making things happen and you're super excited, but we all hit that point when we go, but am I doing enough? Could I be doing more? Or why is the sales calls not turning into paid clients? Or why is all of my Facebook or my Instagram not getting any likes or no one's seeing it? And why is it that this is happening and that's happening? We get in this vortex of what I know to be worry. And when we're worrying about things, we lower our vibration. So just like this ball here, it could be a tennis ball. This is a stress ball. If you think about this as worry, we put a death grip on our worry, right? That's all we know to do is to worry about things. And, it goes on because we start worrying about one thing and then we worry about the next thing and it just starts clamping down on us. But when we release it, we can drop it and you can release your worries just as quickly as you can release the pressure that you're putting on the stress ball or even on a tennis ball. So something about worry is about how I've got some notes over here. So I keep looking over there. Worry, we talk about positive. When we're worried, oftentimes it's something positive that's trying to break through. But we don't see it as that because we're so used to keep focusing on the problem and not the solution. So here's what happened for me. And this is how it got my attention. I definitely was worrying. I was on my way to my mother's house. Some of you may know her. She's 87 years old, phenomenal woman, has lived an amazing life and just continues to live her best life. And she's been experiencing some illnesses or some discomfort and ailments and things like that. So my sister and I are together now going and taking her to her appointments and doing the things that we need to do. Well, that particular day, I had I'd done all my work in the morning and was to go over to her house to meet because we had to do some appointments. And so I found myself in the worry mindset. I found myself thinking about, what I had done earlier that morning with my business, what I'd been doing that week. Then I was thinking about her and her health. And of course, I lost my mother-in-law earlier this year in January. So my mind was definitely in this whole thing of, worry and lack and just wondering, am I doing enough? And can I be doing more? And I recognized it, but I didn't recognize it at the time on my commute there. It was when I opened up the door. So I have a Cadillac Escalade, so it sets pretty high off the ground. I'm all of 5'2", and I use the running board to get in and out of the vehicle because my legs are too short not to do it any other way. So I get in the driveway. I'm ready to take on, leaving my work schedule, going into helping her. I open up the door, I have my cell phone in one hand and my coffee mug in the other, and I turn to step out and I hit the running board and all next thing I know is boom, I'm down on the ground. My phone flies up. The tea spills out onto my lap, not a lot because it just had a little opening. And I am landing on the blacktop with my back against the running board going, holy shit, that hurt. And then I processed like, what just happened? And then I'm like, oh, I must have slid out and I fell. And I'm like, am I okay? Is anything broken? Am I hurt? What does this feel like? And in that moment, I recognized there's more to this than just me falling out and busting my butt. There's more for me to know about this. So I collected my phone, which wasn't broke. Thank God. I just got the new 12. So hopefully all that durability took care of that. A little bit of coffee on my jeans, not a big problem. And I stood up and I shut the door and I'm like, okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll process this later. And so that's really what I did. I just allowed the day to continue to move forward, but I knew I wanted to know what the message was about me busting my butt. And that's where the big aha happened later when I was able to process it. And the one thing that came to mind immediately was you can either figuratively say you're busting your ass and growing your business and doing your best life, or you could be thrown on your ass when you get stuck in that negative mindset. That's probably the big awareness out of it all. Was the awareness is, are you really busting your butt over here, or are we going to knock you on your butt so we can move you into more of a positive outcome than in this negative experience that you're having? So I am enough. I'm doing enough. I'm doing what I need to do right now. And I'm always open for, out of the blue and more please and infinite possibilities. So I just continue to recognize that that bump, that falling, that actual physical was a jolt to my system to say, girl, you were doing it. You just got into a little bit of a negative time warp and we want to knock you out of that. And so that's what happened. It's an attention getter. So whatever that looks like for you, you stub your toe, you spill your coffee, you have an argument with a friend, whatever, it's just letting you know that your emotions are on a lower vibration, and whatever that looks like, it can change in any instance. So beyond the worry, there's a new direction, and that new direction is being able to allow yourself to see what it might look like. Um, so I had to get back in alignment with the feelings. I love what I'm doing. I enjoy what I have, and it's time to expand my capacity. So interesting enough, The Big Leap is a book that I refer to my clients and other people in networking. Angel with Evolve Women's Network is actually going to be doing a book review on this for the month of April. So if anyone's interested, drop a comment if you want to know more about where you can learn about this book review on The Big Leap about living from your zone of genius. So that comes from the zone of genius, reminding myself that I love what I'm doing, I enjoy what I have, and I also have the time to expand my capacity. And so from understanding that, this is what happened next. So I'm talking about busting my ass figuratively and physically to get this aha moment. And, flow of positive energy is key. The law of attraction is always working. You do not control that by being in a negative mindset or or you control that either by being in a negative mindset or a positive mindset. You get to choose. And so when you choose to be in that positive, more in alignment with curiosity and what's next and more please, all of that is how you start tapping in to that deeper connection. So if anything, what I want to leave you with in this message is knowing that you are the creator. You are the one that can make decisions based on how you feel and what you desire. If you are desiring more in your life and you constantly keep getting the same thing over and over again, that story keeps playing, you're probably not in alignment with a better vision, a better next version of yourself. Because that's the thing, too. You're not going to be the person you are today 6 months from now or a year from now if you're trying to level up or you're trying to scale or you're trying to get out of the story that you don't like, the negative stories, the unfulfilling stories, the lack feel stories. You want to fulfill this energy, this vortex of the law of attraction with the vision boards, the conscious language, the opening up your mind to more. It could be this or something better. So stop playing on the hamster wheel and get out of those weeds and start getting on the open road of what it looks like to live from your zone of genius. You can live from your zone of expertise all the time, but until you live in that zone of genius, you're going to do the stop and start, stop and start. And I want to offer you the opportunity to draw the line in the sand and say, no, no more. And if you need support, I'm here. I'm ready to help you. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself and don't be afraid to say yes to learning what it means to stop busting your ass physically and start doing it in a more productive way to where you can see the results quickly, rapidly, effortlessly. Ease and flow is what we want to call in for ourselves. Do you hear me? Do you get this? I mean, drop a comment below. Give me this understanding of where you are, because if you're feeling it, I know others are feeling it. And I know it takes time and effort and energy. And when you can have accountability and laser focus and someone that you have on speed dial to say, hey, this is how I'm feeling. One of my clients did it today. She's getting so buried in the day-to-day work and all the Zoom calls and all the deadlines that it's just becoming too much. But she knows, I think from our conversation, that it's all about It's ready to open up to something bigger and better. Expansion doesn't always come easy, but man, when we can resist the worry and the fear and the doubt, it happens. And we're like, holy cow, I wasn't expecting that out of the blue. I didn't know that was possible, but you did because you aligned yourself with the magic, with the law of attraction, with knowing that I can call in anything that I want. It may take a little bit of time for the cosmic kitchen to get that order and conspire on my behalf, but I got to trust and believe that it's working. It's always working in my behalf, in my favor. So remember, my friends, out of any situation, good will come. The universe is always working out for your highest and best good. You are safe. All is well. So I hope this has inspired you to think about how you're worrying, how it could be open you up for that next amazing opportunity, and just trust that whatever your heart tells you, that's the next best thing. And if it's to get on a call with me, please don't delay that any longer. Book into my calendar. Visit my website at melissakirkpatrickbusinesscoach.com. You'll find a free download to the number one secret to scaling your business successfully, and also a place where you can book a call with me. I'll look forward to seeing you on my calendar. As always, I'm sending you tons of love and lots of light. Have an amazing rest of your day and enjoy your week, and we'll talk soon. But bye for now.